All right, Steve, let's go. We're jumping back into Watchdogs Legion and protecting our bloodline. Steve, you and I jumped into the latest DLC of Watchdogs Legion. We're back in London. Dude, your old hometown we're visiting.
Yep.
And we're checking out some new and returning characters. It's a cool thing to come back into Watchdogs after finishing up the game. I actually loved the game. I thought it was a fantastic experience. And now to jump back in with Bloodline, we're getting two returning characters. We're talking with Aiden Pierce and Wrench. There's different dynamics here, and I think it's pretty cool in how they're playing off of each other. The fact that we've got the serious side of Aiden Pierce coming over to help basically protect his family once again, and then you have the quirky side of Wrench, who's just going in creating chaos and making a big old mess of everything. But overall, there's this Rampart who is the main villain of the game, and he's the one that you're trying to... Well, we're not going to spoil it, Steve, but we're going to go with, he's the guy you're trying to settle things with, more or less. And the cool aspect is Aiden Pierce is now involved because his family is there, and things like that started to kind of unfold within the story. And then Wrench shows up and causes a bunch of headaches and problems and this, that, and the other. And next thing you know, dude, we're right back in the heat of it with Aiden Pierce and so forth.
Yeah.
I've had a great time, but a couple issues as well, Steve. I had a few glitches still remaining in the game, which is a little unfortunate to see, right? I got NPCs that are walking into walls in the middle of a mission. You and I were just talking about the same mission itself actually didn't save once we completed the mission. When we came back to the game later, we had to do that mission all over again. That kind of stuff is frustrating. But when it comes to the core experience of Aiden and Wrench, dude, it is fantastic to be back, and I'm so pumped to play as Aiden Pierce once again. How's your experience been?
To be honest with you, I loved Watchdogs Legions, but to me, it was missing a connection somewhere. Because you can just pick random people to recruit for the egg sect, and you get attached to them, and then if you lose your crew, then you just pick another random person. So to have this the Bloodline with Aiden Pierce and Wrench, I can feel the connection more now. Aiden Pierce is a lot older.
Yes.
He's got his nice big beard there.
Sure does.
I will say, when you customize his clothes, he doesn't look so cool with like a hoodies and multicolored tops. He kind of looks a bit out of place.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, it was definitely, this connection is what I wanted, and I'm absolutely loving this storyline. And bear in mind, this was only $15 for DLC.
That's crazy.
And it's like a main story, and there's 4 side quests that still take a bit of time to do, but to unlock them, you get the perks that are very helpful and they're what you require in the game later on.
And having those are such a pivotal role and experience within Watchdogs Legion. And for me, man, the minute I was missing, I was like, oh, I don't have this and I don't have that. And you're not, like you say, right? You're not flipping in and out of characters all the time. So you are beginning as Aiden, and you get that grounded feel of family and connection. And, you know, his past comes to haunt him, and the experiences that happened long ago, and things start to unfold and unravel throughout the game. And it's, to me, that's the grounded connection. And playing as Aiden, I'm like, man, I want to go back again to play the first one because it was that cool, right? I want to get that. I'm like, yeah, I'm a little foggy because it's been so long since we played the first one that I wouldn't mind getting that Aiden experience again. Playing Aiden now, I'm not touching his clothing. His clothing to me is what Aiden is, right? So I want to leave that. Yeah, exactly. And then like the little trench coat with the dude, when you jump on a motorcycle though with the trench coat, it's like 2 wings just kind of flap out now, and it's the ugliest thing I've seen. It's so unfortunate. It's just they're down, and then the minute you start the bike, they just poof, pop up, and it just stays, right? It's just like, oh, that is ugly.
I have to say, you don't want to see my character, because I've had a little shop that does United Kingdom stuff, kind of like a merchandise, that kind of thing. So he's got the United Kingdom hat with the red, white, the coat and the shoes and all that. Yes.
Yeah, he's definitely, you get that sense of remorse and the past come back to haunt him a little bit in this experience for Bloodline, right? And the cool part is too, if you haven't completed Watchdogs Legion, you don't need to complete that in order to play this. It is a standalone piece of content within Watchdogs menu. You just drop down, select Bloodline, and away you go. So if you're kind of on the fence, you're like, I don't feel like finishing that, I mean, I'm just going to pass on this. I don't think you should pass on it at all. If you're a fan of Aiden Pierce or Wrench from the past, you should definitely just jump into this because it is separate content. Steve, we could keep going all day about this. I think we're ready to wrap this up. For me, I've had a great time coming back as two returning star characters of the past. And for me, I'm there with an 8. How about you?
Yep. Well, everything we just touched about, and I definitely recommend to people that like the Watchdogs games, if they were disappointed with Watchdogs Legion, definitely for $15, you still have plenty of hours of fun with playing Aiden. And we can't talk too much about Wrench, but you do actually play Wrench later on. And for that reason, I'm giving this an 8.5.
Nice.
If you've been missing the connection with Watchdogs Legions and a fan of the first two, Bloodlines is the link you need. Plays Aiden Pierce and Wrench in the City of London. Watchdogs Legions Bloodlines is a must.